Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Becoming Elaine, a YouTube channel. I have a special guest here, which is my lovely husband. Yes, so we are back and we are in this video together. Here because, as you can see by the title. So yeah, so as you can see by the title states why we moved to Belgium, the backstory. Okay, so we want to give you some insight on what we were thinking, how we were feeling, what brought us to the decision to choose Belgium out of every other place,
Yeah.
and just some real hardcore truth about making that decision coming from a small island
Yeah.
of St. Martin,
27 square miles.
literally.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into it. And yeah. Okay, so I will give my version and my husband will also give his version. So what did we, yeah, when did we first start thinking about moving abroad? Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I came back to St. Martin in 2016, and I ended up staying, fell in love. So I ended up staying, and I think like around 2023
True.
or 22, around that time for me then.
Oh.
Yeah, for me. Around 2022, around that time, um we were kind of like figuring out life again, and we were moving out of our apartment, and I kind of was like a bit lost. And from there I already mentally wanted to go away, but it wasn't like a conversation we were having. um yeah, that was it for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe years, like 2 years after, maybe we spoke about it, about moving, and then I thought about it, think about it a lot, sleep on it, or slept on it. Then I traveled away. I went to China, and then I came back from China. I went to Netherlands, and I was kind of like checking out like the lifestyle and seeing everything. And I mean, as I say, yeah, it wasn't too bad. And how I used to thought it like used to be like hearing people like talking about how long with the expenses and the this and the that. But then nevertheless, like I kind of had like fallen in love with, yeah, just the scenery and stuff. And then yeah, I reached back to St. Martin, and then I told her, yeah, I think we should make this move.
Yeah. For me, I was so excited. I was like, this is something that I secretly wanted him to do so that he can see, because all he had experienced was the UK, and for him it wasn't something that he really enjoyed. So he was very set on like, we're
Yeah.
not leaving St. Martin. This is it. Like, if you
Yeah,
want to go, then we will have to part ways.
I was so
But
comfortable.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he was comfortable to the max. And although he had friends and family and everything that was abroad, that was in the Netherlands, it was always like a conversation of like, this is not gonna be a conversation period, this is just what it is. And yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
So besides that, so then another thing happened, which was now the conversation. We started to actually have that conversation that we wanted to leave. We had that talk when he came back almost instantly. And then after that, we were planning to leave in like 2028.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
yeah, my best friend got married this year, like Sunday gone, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like the
I think the 20,
19th?
the 19th.
The
Yes.
19th, yeah.
The 19th of April of
So
this year.
yeah, like I came to her and tell her like it's might as well we just stay in the Europe, like when we come visit the wedding, to spend all of that money just to come up here and then having to go back is like, let me just, yeah, just keep it short and just stay one time.
Yeah, and I remember vividly that I was literally crashing out on the phone. I was like, really like, we need to find our own spot, etc. Because our living situation was that we were living at home with my mom, and we needed our own space. We're a family of four. We have two kids, so for me, it was very important that we had our own space. And we didn't have that. We were living at home with my mom, and unfortunately, that's just the circumstances of living on the island. And that's when we had a conversation, and like he said, we decided to move.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why we consider of leaving it was like more of like opportunity wise, especially like for the children. Yeah, so then they could like actually do more. Cause sometimes like I mean, besides they going school and maybe going soccer, it didn't really had much like for them to do and see. So we checking like yeah, it would be really nice for them to experience more and also grow. Yeah, in a different environment as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so leaving the home country itself is because, like he said, it's limited. You don't have much to do on the island for kids, unfortunately. You have the beach, but then how many times are you going to go to the beach? You have one kid zone, which is maxed out to 12. I have a 13-year-old. um uh the soccer was really like their only thing that they could have done, that they also enjoyed. There are like dance classes and stuff like that my daughter could have gone to, or like gymnastics and volleyball, but the times just didn't line up. But like when it comes to like actual activities for kids, like a park, like a zoo, like a um yeah, all these other things, like there was a Irma, a hurricane Irma, and the zoo was gone. So it really, yeah, it really it really changed everything for us. Okay, so why did we choose Belgium over and every other country? So at the time when we were looking at Portugal, Norway, um Switzerland,
Switzerland, yeah.
the Netherlands, and Belgium.
Yeah, Switzerland was actually like number one.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the top one, and then we was considering I think it was
The Netherlands, yeah,
Netherlands,
yeah.
and then yeah, everything afterwards.
Yeah, correct. And honestly, Belgium was like down here, okay?
Yeah,
Because again, there was no one on the island speaking about moving to Belgium. Everybody that spoke about it was like, Belgium, or they just didn't know. They didn't understand the system, I guess. So what we did a lot of research.
yeah, TikTok, ChatGPT, yeah, Google,
Yeah,
also YouTube videos and was just
those are very
yeah,
helpful. Reddit forums, um,
yeah,
any social media platform, ChatGPT, those things. Do it. Research each and every place. Have questions like the cost of living. How much to like furnish your apartment there.
yeah.
Um, child
Um,
friendly if you have kids.
like
Areas.
just basically questions that
Yeah, that
yeah, you
you
need
deem
answers for.
necessary.
Yeah, just search for it, and for sure you will find like a lot of answers. But I mean, everybody's situation is different, so you really have to like make that step and experience it for yourself. Like everybody's story is different at the
Hmm.
end.
And if you are, financially well off to take a trip out to one of those countries,
Yeah,
and wherever, actually it doesn't even have to be those that we mentioned, but wherever in the world, if you are able to at least go visit it before you move there, do that. Because then you get like more of a realistical feel.
true.
But if you aren't able to, like we weren't, we saved, we sold what we needed to sell, and
Yeah, just
we
make
did a lot of research. And the thing was, we had to narrow it down. I think around July we spoke about um leaving.
yeah,
By October we were still thinking about moving then now to Holland, and by like ending of October we sealed the deal, and we purchased our ticket, and we decided on Belgium.
yeah.
So, and that only came.
Bought a one-way ticket,
Yeah, we
so
bought a
it
one way
was no
ticket.
going back.
Yeah, for sure. And we literally solidified the deal by really doing research. We did research on the registration process, the living process, everything.
Yeah,
So what was my expectations before moving to Belgium? I think my expectations was that it would be like a free roaming place, very friendly people, um, a honest system that had structure. So meaning you go here, you know this is what you need to do here. They explain you what you need to do, you get it done. And yeah, that was bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I didn't expect anything much because of I've been to Netherlands before, and a lot of people told me it's like similar, like, but it's just more like on the calmer side. So yeah, I was just pretty much excited just to yeah come and experience it.
Okay, so what fears or doubts did we have? I must say that I don't think I had any fears. Did you have any
Fear,
fears?
I
No,
don't
huh?
think so.
I think we did have doubts
Yeah,
um as to whether we're making the right decision.
maybe just the like language barrier because they speak like three no
Yeah, they speak
three
about
three
four
that
languages here, but mainly three.
three yeah
Yeah, which is the French, the Flemish Dutch, and German. And for my husband, he speaks English. You know, he
yeah
understands basic Dutch.
I can understand it more than speaking it.
Yeah,
But I that was my only fear when it comes to yeah coming here was the language barrier. But pretty much everyone speaks the English. But yeah
yeah,
yeah
every single person. And we are in like one of the like I would say dorp. You call it like a small community of
yeah
yeah a
countryside basically.
countryside. Yeah, and they actually speak English. You know, so it's kind of crazy to see, but it's really nice to experience because you think that it's gonna be a language barrier, and there isn't. Of course, they want you to know at least one of the languages,
Yeah,
working wise.
which is French or Dutch.
Yes, mainly.
We haven't seen anyone speaking German as yet,
No.
but I know like there's a small area which is they speak a lot of German, but I haven't heard it as yet.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so how did our friends and family react? So um mainly our friends and family, they were, well, my friends and family, um I would say like mixed a bit. Not really mixed. I think that's the wrong saying. I think they were just shocked that it was Belgium.
yeah,
I think that was it. They were mostly shocked that it was Belgium, and but happy and supportive to the change. My mom did like question it a bit, like just to make sure that I'm sure, which I think any mother would do. Um, but that was it. I think it was fairly, yeah, it was easy going, and I have some friends as well that lived in the Netherlands that was also excited that I was moving and so on. So yeah, that's pretty it.
yeah. My family yeah, there was. I mean, like, they told them that we planning on moving abroad, but they didn't know where as yet. And when I told them, like, here was the location we're going to come, and yeah, they was pretty much like happy and yeah, just ask a couple questions and yeah, I mean, like, they say once I happy and I comfortable, yeah, they good. And yeah, with friends, yeah, they was shocked as well. They was like, oh, why not Netherlands or so, and yeah, explaining why, and yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty much yeah okay with it. So yeah, we had no big yeah. Just when we was leaving, it was just a bit emotional, but
for sure.
yeah, you know that's natural. So
Yeah.
yeah, so the biggest challenges, um, I mean, I won't say that we have like too big of a challenge because we planned it like way in advance. So we had basically had know like more or less what we need and because we did the research and stuff. But I would say maybe like finances and stuff. But I mean yeah, pretty much yeah once you have a budget of everything, yeah you will face those challenges.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I think the planning. The planning for me was the challenging part because the planning entailed the research and stuff, and being absolutely sure. I think that was the main thing. We did strategically buy a ticket to come to the Netherlands. So our flight was to the Netherlands, and so if we wanted to, we could have stayed in the Netherlands. Um, but the housing crisis, that for me was a bit too much. It was all over the news and stuff, and I felt like I didn't want to be part of that challenge of where you would end up going there and then you can't get a house. Whereas
Yeah,
right next door, literally, bordering the Netherlands, you have Belgium that has housing that have housing that isn't a dramatically crazy price as well. So yeah, I think that we just ultimately knew we would have ended up better here, and that's why we yeah.
yeah. I think basically, in the Europe, basically have housing crisis, but in the Netherlands, it's very like, yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons like why we kind of not choose to go there first.
Yeah, we pivoted to come here
Yeah, to
instead.
come here, and because yeah, I mean we did hear a lot of good things, and we had know someone who lives here and who could have give us more insight too as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, we
Yeah, and I think that's
it was good.
a big point as well. Having someone that lives here kind of also confirmed everything that we researched, helped us.
Yeah,
I had a school going friend, and he had a best friend's
brother.
brother that lives
Yeah,
here. So, that definitely gave us more like confirmation as to what we needed to know, um, and also confirmation on like what we already knew. Yeah. Okay, so with sacrifices and so on, like I um I feel like the main thing is leaving our kids behind. Now here's up. Very grateful for our parents. Very grateful for our siblings and the support system we have back home because we were able to leave our kids back home so that they didn't have to go through the chaos with us.
yeah.
Um, so that
3 months.
for 3 months. Yeah, it's coming down now. It's gonna be like what, four or
Yeah,
6 more weeks, the most,
till they come. Yeah,
till they arrive. But we needed to do that so that we could have figured this out. And I know a lot of people might not be that lucky, but we are really grateful that we had that support system because for me, I think leaving them behind was the biggest thing. I was a mom of dropping my kids to school, picking them up, you know, and I had to transition from that and leave them go on a school bus. And that should break me in pieces.
yeah.
Literally, I cried, okay?
We
Um,
have to, yeah, make them a bit more independent
yeah,
because yeah, basically we used to do a lot for them and
yeah.
bring them here, but now they have to do some of the stuff on their own.
Yes, for sure. And it was
Yeah,
also like just letting go and understanding that we have to go on this journey. Because that was my biggest sacrifice.
yeah. Mine was okay. I had like dogs and stuff. I had to give it up, as well as yeah, the cars we had to sell. Um, my parents,
Yeah.
yeah, family.
Same, the family. Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, it's not much, but that's pretty much what we had to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had to sacrifice
for better.
for better.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's like as much as we want to take them with us, it's like, we have to do what's best for us. That's just what it is.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so for me, I think when we were at the airport and we checked in our bags, we left his friends downstairs and went up and we sat down and we were waiting on our flight. That's when it hit me that we were really, really, really doing this.
Yeah,
Because yeah, there was, you can't turn around from that. You can't. I
One way,
mean,
one way ticket.
yeah, it was, that was it, and yeah, that was my realization that we really doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I was more like, how you say, like was trying like to not think about it as much, so I wasn't like feeling like so emotional and stuff. But I was just thinking positive, basically. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, somebody had to do it. Somebody had to be the anchor because I was breaking down. I was
yeah, I
crying.
couldn't.
Yeah. He really held it down, and I'm glad that we were able to balance each other because, yeah, yeah. Oh. All right, guys, so this is the end of this video. I hope you guys got some, powerful information.
Yep,
I hope you enjoyed our part one of this series.
the process. Yeah,
Yes, of the whole process. There are many more videos to come like this. Part two will be out very soon as well. So please watch ahead, follow, like, and subscribe, and be part of the journey because it's gonna
definitely.
get crazy. Bye.